Hi everybody. One of the key things for everyone here in the States is logistics and getting all of this stuff being transported. And we have the master of all of this, Rusty Griffin. He's with RGL Logistics. And there we go. And Rusty does all of the trade shows except one where he'll take all of our goodies and safely deliver them to the rooms and whatever. He's also an audiophile. He also goes out and sets up speakers. Just say hi to the audience that Shane has in Australia worldwide. And
how you doing?
There you go. How are you doing? Very good. And obviously he's able to kick the tires between show setups. So see anything interesting this year, Rusty?
For me, I really like the VAC Essence 80i monoblocks.
Excellent. We had an interview with Kevin this morning.
I thought those are really cool for a small bookshelf setup.
Absolutely wonderful. Gordon was there and he was showing it as well. Yep. Anything else on the higher end?
The Onirius upstairs, new $650,000 speaker. Really cool design.
Okay.
They sound pretty good too.
I hope so at that price. Yeah, I don't get around. I'm here in the dungeon with all of my stuff here restoring records, and we caught record resellers selling new records that were used and they polished them. Your machine's over at my house, so you'll be picking that up.
I actually picked up a bunch of old records from my parents, anxious to get them restored.
Okay, well, when you come over to the house, bring them, and we'll do it at the kitchen counter there, and I'll give you a hands-on demo.
Love it.
Okay, very good. Thank you very much, Rusty. Appreciate everything you do to the audio community. So for you Australian manufacturers and whatever, and you are coming in here, although he doesn't do customs and whatever, we have a lot of trade shows. We have Mike over at Magenta. That's coming here with Halcon, so they're going to be at the Chicago show. So, awesome. Very good. Cheers, guys.
Bye.
Greetings. It's the last day at the show, Sunday, and here I am just heading for breakfast, and guess who I met here? Let's see, who is this?
How far down are you looking at me?
Ah, there we go. What do you think of the show there, Michael?
I think the new venue is extremely good. It's a bigger venue. It feels more like a show as opposed to a get-together of friends at a small hotel. And I think the traffic was good. I think the demographic of the traffic was good. The rooms were good. I mean, some of the rooms were small upstairs, but the people that know how to set up a room can make any room sound decent, and the people that don't know how to set up a room can be given the best room and it'll still sound bad. So the sound here was pretty good, actually, and it was a very good show. Yeah, I enjoyed it.
Very good. And you see anything interesting maybe to note to the folks in Australia and around the world, since Shane is now everywhere?
Saw a lot that's interesting, and to get a handle on what was interesting, you'll have to go to the trackingangle.com YouTube channel later, probably tomorrow, or visit trackingangle.com for a written report for those of you who still read.
Well, very good, Michael. Thanks for taking the time. Enjoy your breakfast.
And you're Charles. Oh, hi, Charles. I'm a little early, so
Yes, it's Charles. There we go. Greetings.
Okay.
And you have an accent. You were from Australia, aren't you?
I don't do a very good Australian accent. I don't do it, so I don't think I should do it. It's kind of insulting. So I'm not doing it. I actually have a nasal congestion this morning, and that's why I'm talking like that. Okay.
Very good. Cheers. Thank you, Michael. God bless. Thanks.
Okay. Bye.
Oh, okay. Wow. We have my good friend, Julian Margules. Company name has changed because we have their president here. Now he's taxing everything from around the world, so it's no longer the Margules company, it's their Margules. That's my little joke. How's it going there, Julian? How's your show so far?
Hi, Charles. How are you? It's nice seeing you again.
Oh, I love coming here and listening to your outstanding, unique sound. For all of you out that are viewing this channel with Shane, Julian has a different way of representing music. As you can see, it's all totally tubular here. And he has written a paper called Anna, and maybe you can explain what your philosophy is of what you're doing, but a little more important, your company history.
Yeah, we are going to be 100 years old company from the 1927, and it began with my grandfather, with those days that the radio was beginning. Now today we do high-end equipment and also some pro audio. Everything is based on our developments on ANA, which means acoustic neuroalignment, and it's based how we perceive sounds, where our brain prioritizes sounds that they are near field. The characteristic of a near field sound is that when you have a near field sound perception, your brain latches and puts attention into it. Now, what the characteristic of this sound is that all the harmonic structures are put it on phase in that instant which is created. Now the harmonics are the ones that gives you the position of the instrument or the sound source, as well it gives you the tonality. And until today, all measurements and all the goals made for the design are for the fundamental, and the fundamental doesn't give you the information that the brain's required to decode the position and the tonality. So when you design around the fundamental, you do it with correction circuits like feedback and stuff like that, and it's known by the audiophile that feedback is not so good. So instead we use what it's called control circuits. So we do not use correction, because correction always has a delay in time between what happened, let's put it this way, or that you need to correct, and control you avoid to try to correct them. So you don't use correction, as I told you, like feedback and stuff like that is known by audiophiles not to be.
Yeah, a lot of the amplifiers, or most of the tube, are using the old designs without any thought. And a spec sheet where you see a reviewer say, this is our THD, this is our frequency response.
Exactly.
It means nothing.
Exactly. THD, it's measured for the distortion, total harmonic distortion. It's from the fundamental. So that doesn't give you the complete picture. Doesn't mean that it's not good, but that doesn't give you the complete picture. So there should be other ways of measuring. So that's what we're working on. Now, in the case of this amplifier, the U280, and as well the I240, this has been on for 3 days, and I can touch the tubes. That means, and it's a full class A, because the bias is not set by the tube; it's set by the signal.
Well, yes, that's something that everyone's commented on. You're the coolest running tube amplifier, pardon the pun, in the building, and also always receiving remarkable rewards and remarks for affordability. That's one of the things that's very important, I think, to the new generation coming in, is the affordability. So what do we have here in retail prices here?
Yeah, this is in $12,000 US. Mm-hmm. This can be run, like in this case, in mono, or it can be run in stereo. You can flip in a fly to try it to ultralinear, so you have different tonal characteristics. And as I mentioned, you can use them right now as monoblocks, as we are doing right now.
Yeah.
Doubling the power.
Mm-hmm. And you also have an interesting streamer.
Yes, we have the streamer.
That's one of the best sounding and most affordable ones in the building here.
Yeah, it's $3,500 US, and it's not only a streamer; it's a music server, because you can stick in different USB drivers.
Yeah.
That can read from there. You can stream, and also you can also record from one to the other.
Yeah.
It's in USB.
Yeah, and Julian knows I don't believe in anything that's digital, although I created digital video audio recording in the surveillance industry in '89, and I was at his house, and he convinced me that this knocks and rocks. And you also have loudspeakers. You're also
Yeah, we do. We do speakers. This is like.
Oh my goodness! There's another records restored by Kirmuss. Oh my goodness! Why?
Yeah, that thing works very nice.
Very good. Well, thank you.
Yeah, it takes a lot of the noise and also makes a much better frequency response, especially in the high frequencies. You can perceive a big difference.
And it goes back to what you're doing is tone.
Yeah, well, that's where
That's where the music is, and the feeling, the emotion.
where the harmonics are in the higher frequencies. Okay, so well, going back, this is our loudspeaker. This is from our top of the line, one of the in the middle section. It's a three-way speaker. It has an AMT tweeter, but the thing is that the most important thing, it's time aligned, because it's fundamental, the crossover that gives the phase and also the frequency response that should be basically flat. Well, it's flat, and also the cabinet is extremely stiff. We have different layers to avoid resonances. One of the layers is concrete, and well, we have an AMT tweeter and also drivers that are extremely light, so you can accelerate and deaccelerate them very fast. And also the components are of the highest quality.
Very good, and let's just take a look quick here. The show's starting in 5 minutes. Greetings, hallucinations.
Good morning.
There we go, there we go. Who are you? One of the friends.
Notable, we import the turntable and the cartridges here. So we represent Chase Accord and ATIS.
Ah, very nice. Yeah, that was rocking and rolling yesterday.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and here we have also a prototype here for a headphone amplifier. I've been using this at the Mexico show with good success. It's gone through several evolutions, even headphones, and I guess the idea is to get people accustomed to the Margules line. Students and folks that are in apartments and condos, and then they can graduate to the larger systems as they buy a house. Anything to mention here, Julian, about what you've done here? Again, it's totally tubular.
Yeah, it has also a music server inside.
Wonderful.
So
wow.
You can use it as a music server because it has an output. And also you can use it, obviously it's a headphone amplifier, and you can have three different inputs. So you can even, if you use it in your desk table, you can use it with a streamer. You can use it with different line-ins, like a phono stage or whatever you want, no? Or just as standalone, and you only control it through our app.
Very good, and here we have the nice flagship integrated, very nice, 25 watts, $7,000 product, very nice. Well, thank you very much, Julian, and there's Bruce, the distributor. There we go. What do we have here?
This is the
Interface?
interface for the music server that's built into the headphone amplifier.
Oh, wonderful.
Music.
Uh-oh. Don't say it's Pink Panther coming.
Yeah, no, that one's gone.
No more. Well, my battery is down, so I will let you guys go and go down into dungeon and restore some records. Bye, guys. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
We have the dynamic duo here. We got the dynamic duo. Normally, it's the Three Musketeers included.
Yeah, the third one's behind the camera.
That's right, between record restoration and alignment of your tone arm cartridge that J.R. Beauclair does of Wham Engineering Wally Tools, and what good old Norm does at AV Room Services with isolation pads and room treatments.
Anything to do with acoustics,
Yep.
voice control, sound quality.
Yep, and that gives you the best bang of your dollar for your original equipment that you have now. So before you go and invest into other things, the needle has to hit the groove, the needle has to hit the groove properly, and then of course now room acoustics is very important to your existing equipment. So, well, Norm, why don't you just explain what you have here?
Sure, okay.
And you're an industry veteran, and the people in the laboratories know you very well. So you're not just a snake oil salesman like me.
I'm glad that you said that. Yeah, it's all about the science, and so everything that we make, and I just brought the little stuff here, everything is lab test. There's going to be a standard, and we go to accredited labs and have those tests done, and then we publish them. And as an acoustician, those kinds of products I can incorporate into your room if I know how they perform. So we've got to collect data on your existing conditions, your environment, and then we know what the goal is going to be, or we will discuss what we want it to be, and then we'll incorporate via computer modeling those products. As long as I know their characteristics, their properties, then I can do that. If I don't know those properties, and there's so many things out there that don't have any test labs, I can't do anything with it. So
Right,
anyway,
right. And Shane is an expert. He's done room treatments, and you've seen his home studio. He's, again, a professional recording engineer, now dabbling in with his channel. So this is all science. So here, what do you got here?
Well, so this is really, of all the acoustical products, and we deal with, anything and everything, this product, which we make, is our equipment vibration protectors, and in my opinion, the biggest bang for the buck. For one, it's the only product that, the only acoustical product that hits all the sound quality attributes, like, for example, improves timbre, soundstage, articulation, and also is the only one that does noise control too. So this vibration isolator, if you put this, for example, under a subwoofer, the subwoofer won't be heard in an adjacent space, so noise control. The subwoofer in your room now is going to quiet the room. You're not going to have the structure playing before, during, and after the original airborne signal has ceased. So these equipment vibration protectors, we make them in different sizes and different densities to handle different loads. Isolation is all about loading it properly. When you load it properly, and we make custom ones too, the natural resonant frequency of the EVP is 3.4 hertz, and they are effective right at 5 hertz on up. So you can say conservatively they will mitigate 90% of the energy from 5 hertz on up.
Cool. And what's this here? Music box, yes.
This is the cool little demonstration that we do. So this music box, no box, just the mechanism, is it's got tines that move about 0.1 millimeter, plus or minus 0.1 millimeter. And with this ambient noise floor, you can't probably hear this. But because the impedance coupling in the air is such that it's really hard to hear. But if I put it on the table here,
yes, of course.
so now so this tiny amount of energy, although the tines do go down to 500 hertz, that tiny amount of energy, which is equivalent to maybe what's found in a tweeter, is moving this entire table a few billionths of a meter, and it is now producing 27 dB. And a fallacy in the audiophile world is to use something like this, a coupler. A coupler does
no isolation.
No, and it actually amplifies certain frequencies.
Right.
Yeah, and it'll never be consistent or predictable. If I change the shape or the size or the material or the load or the resting platform, what you want to do is decouple. You want to isolate.
Look at that. Look at that. Proof is in the pudding.
And in the
and it's science. This is an easy way. It's just like I use a glass rod with a silk rag or cloth to induce a charge into a glass rod to move water. And in my record restoration, I ionize a record to attract water and cavitation. So using an ionizing agent. So this is all fun, and it's all provable, and you can do it all yourself.
And it takes about 3 seconds on average for the person to go, oh my God.
Wow. Very cool. Very cool. Well, let's take a look at your partner in crime here. And remember, I gave you yesterday 10 extra minutes for you and Fremer in your seminar because it was supposed to be over in 45 minutes. But that's okay. You guys are good, and
we are rather long-winded.
Yeah, there you go. JR, who are you? What do you do?
I focus on analog optimization. So we've done a lot of research. We've got 3 engineers and me. We studied the relationship between the stylus and the groove. I do many videos, educational videos, that are on our website that I invite people to watch for free. To simplify the message, there are 7 alignment targets that you need to hit if you want to optimally offer optimal performance for
And
your
that's of your cartridge and tone arm combination.
right, cartridge toner and combination.
Right.
There's one linear dimension, 2 forces, and 4 angles. I'm not going to go into the details.
Yep.
You can go watch the videos. But what we do is we sell the tools and the services to help you hit them. We've analyzed in the laboratory several hundred cartridges. And we database every single one of those cartridges. So I know with very high degree of statistical certitude.
Good confidence, yes.
That the possibility that any random person has heard their cartridge at its utmost is very, very low. And that's in part because, and I talk about this as well in the videos, the cartridge building industry's build tolerances are very, very loose. And in some cases, one case, they're not even measuring one of the angles at all. So they don't know what they're getting from their vendor that makes the stylus cantilever assemblies. The cartridge manufacturers don't make that. They buy those. And then secondly, in the case of the VTA, VTAs are on average 9 degrees too high. But we don't make a VTA adjustment with the arm. Anyway, going into the lecture, you can watch all this stuff on the videos.
Well, you've been disruptive by taking a look at cartridges that are $20,000, $30,000, and what have you seen? We have Zenith error. Give us that real revolutionary snapshot and the shims that you're making to correct these so-called cartridges that are sold at the price of a car, if not more.
Just 3 weeks ago, I got a new on the market $14,000 or $15,000 cartridge with 20.2 degrees of zenith error. Now this is a timing error, and it's a significant one.
And what is zenith error?
Zenith error, well, it's when the stylus is twisted on the cantilever relative to the center line.
You got it. It's not parallel. It's at an angle.
And this is actually what we see here is actually within industry tolerance.
Wow.
Okay. This is only about 3.7 degrees or something like that.
Wow.
This one was 20.2. The manufacturer of the cartridge has no idea because they don't measure it. They get what they get from their vendor.
Right.
Now, the buyer of this cartridge isn't necessarily going to be unsatisfied, but if they could hear what it sounds like when it's corrected, they would never, ever, ever crack. Right? So, and that cartridge at 20.2 degrees, they sent a second one. That one was 9.9 degrees.
Wow. No consistency.
No.
Okay, so what are the tools here? What should someone do first? What in order?
The basics. The Wally Skater.
The Wally Skater. Okay, Wally Skater is for?
The Wally Skater manages the tone arm.
Yes.
Most problems that people have with their turntable performance are related to their tone arm performance, not their cartridge.
Got it.
People are not managing horizontal torque forces and static friction. That's
Got
what
it.
this measures.
Got it. And you've also seen these anti-skate adjustments on many of the turntables really
either way overdone, way underdone, incorrectly applied.
Yeah, I think a good reference is also JR has touched a lot, and if someone is really in need of I'm going to upgrade tone arms and whatever, he has no alliances with any manufacturer, but he goes to your home here in the States and does all the adjustments, and we'll talk about the others, and he knows which turntables really are real. Live or Memorex. There we go.
Yes.
Okay, so we got the Wally Skater. The next one would be?
The Wally Tractor.
Wally Tractor, got it.
The proper horizontal alignment of the stylus cantilever assembly. So these two, they're the basics.
Got it.
Right?
And what does the Wally Skater go for?
Wally Skater normally retails at $310.
Okay, well, very reasonable.
Yeah. And I tell people use it a couple times a year at least on your arm. Torque behavior actually changes throughout.
And the Wally Tractor?
The Wally Tractor, $395, including the extra.
Very reasonable. Wow. Okay, next up.
If you buy my tools, you get access to me pretty much 7 days.
As a matter of fact, for those in Europe, Kirmuss Audio UK office is distributing and holding stock for JR. And again, dear, this is not because we have interest in it. It's because we three really believe in optimization of your analog system. What else?
Yeah, well, the other tools are more advanced.
Yes.
I would say have people watch my videos.
Got it.
Otherwise, I'm going to just foam at the mouth.
Right. Yeah. Anyways, the videos, I've been, we all three are invited to all these trade shows. to explain the basics, and that's something that's very important at a trade show.
Basics are being forgotten.
Yep.
The basics are being dismissed, but when you employ them, it's unmistakable, the improvement it's at.
Yep.
I like being part of this tripartite triad here where we're focused.
Yeah, but where's my picture? You forgot, you know, where's my picture? I was on the picture last time, and now you replaced me with Fremer. What's going on, man?
I figured I'm sharing.
You know what? It's, you know, he comes at the end of the show to polish all these up, and I don't charge him anything. I don't even get a beer, and I have the beer in the booth. Anyways, everyone out in Shane's channel, really something that's really unique here in America is where we have educational seminars, and it's not seeing someone trying to sell speakers or an amplifier. It's educational to get the best bang out of your dollars spent in really taking care of whether it be sound improvements through isolation, through room acoustics, through the tone arm, through the cartridge. And yes, you actually have customers send in cartridges for you to correct. Yep, and what does that cost?
$4.95, which includes the corrective ship.
Yep. And here we have the Via Blue Line part of it, made in Germany. We got some nice show specials going on. We got a VPI turntable here.
It's actually a Brigman.
Oh, it's a Brigman, I'm sorry.
VPI plinth.
Oh, the VPI plinth, there we go.
Yes, everyone was chipping in to help out.
Okay, very good. Well, thank you very much. We'll see you guys later. Show's starting. There we go, and here we have the marketplace here. So this is something new for the Florida show. We normally had we had maybe 4 tables, and that's about it. And now we have like 30 people that are selling accessories and whatever.
Maybe there's a dead receiver. I doubt it. Usually we might have to do.
Oh my God, he's not dressed up with his fancy hat. Guess who this is? Say hi to everyone in Australia.
Oh, really? Hello.
Oh, this is Shane's channel.
Oh, yeah.
There's Jason. Shane is working with Jason on the Bach and whatever. So this is the face of the man. Behind it over here, they were upstairs.
We're down here at Brandon 6, and then also over here at Poe, I'm doing a Bach demo.
Oh, cool.
You gotta come over there. That's what you gotta film.
Unfortunately, I'm stuck here. Are you going there now?
Yeah, I'm going there
Well,
now.
why don't you give a little intro and whatever, and that'd be wonderful. Yeah, it's a great community here, and I'm doing a favor for, it's lunchtime now, so no lunch. I'm doing some videos here just for Sean's channel.
So what I'm doing is debuting something. You're gonna have the world exclusive of the DRC2.
Okay.
It's 2 doctors, Dr. Schwery and Dr. C of Odyssey, have collaborated on hardware and software. And you've heard the Bach in my home.
Yes, I did. Yep. There we go. There. Very good.
I think that more people that are there than they are good.
You guys are on video now. This is Shane Stevenson's channel.
All wearing hats today.
This is all hats. There we go, Aussie, Australian
Is this
Aussie.
your first time in the seat? Is that your first time?
Yeah, that's intense.
So what do we got here?
Let me close the door.
Okay, we'll close the door. Very good.
So what we have
Hey, Doug.
here is basically the Bach for Mac combined with Dr. C's Odyssey hardware. So this is basically a planar magnet speaker. I don't even want to pick it up. It's hard to pick up, but I don't want to move it because we've got calibration.
Got it, sure.
But what we do is showcase, we can showcase in the measurements here, how a near field system can get actually better results than even desktop systems. I mean, regular floor standing systems. Let me show.
Impulse response is very good.
When you have an impulse response this clean, and this is measured at the listening position in ear, this shows that there are literally no reflections.
Yeah.
And these are the things that corrupt your imaging. So, you know, Bach can only do so much, but so when you're this close, you get even more spatial imaging cues that aren't corrupted by room issues. But if people use this information to their advantage, they can find, based on where reflections do show up, where to put room treatments and get a cleaner response.
Oh, that's cool. So this works with Norm and whatever, so he get a more analysis, and that's great from AV.
It's getting the right data.
Yeah, got it.
And in one case with the potpourris, we were able to see that the subs we were using were 1 millisecond timing off.
Yeah.
We changed the timing of the mains by 1 millisecond, and you guys were in the room. It changed a 10 dB dip or more between 100 and 200 hertz. Amazing what technology can do nowadays.
So this is a module from Doug for that we're using within the Bach, or?
No, this is basically allows you to use the box software all the same.
Okay.
And then now you have hardware.
Okay.
This is the first, this is a one box stereo sub.
Got it.
It's going to be, this is a prototype, so it's going to have a metal chassis, much finer, but this is actually left and right.
Got it.
And so it's a 4-channel system. This desktop system is world class. The spatial cues you get wrap around your head. Michael Fremer was in here.
Oh, cool.
Even the most analog guy was like amazing.
Yeah, I know. There's no one more analog than he and I.
You heard it yourself in my
Yeah, and you still don't have a damn turntable, so.
Well.
Yeah.
I'd have to run it through this.
And by the way, that's a nice shirt I gave you. Yeah, I think that's a shirt I gave you.
Not this one.
Oh, well, one I did with records,
had this
yeah.
one forever.
Okay, well, I got you one. And remember, I need the bunny in your videos. Come on.
I can also show you Blue Jeans Cable just sent me this. This is their first chance to showcase their new Tech Flex jacketing, which is an underlay of gold and then the outer lay of the black. And so a lot of
that matches your hat that you had on yesterday.
Exactly.
Oh,
so
see, you're a designer guy now, Jason.
So yeah, I've been
very good.
Been showcasing that in this room. Bob, what did you think?
That's more intense than what I have at home. It was really back here and really focused. Like, wow.
It's a level of clarity when you get an impulse response like that we don't get in our rooms. Because anytime you put distance and walls and reflections, so when people are kind of shocked when a desktop system can give them stuff they haven't heard even on their floor standing system. So this will be an all-in-one product coming soon. This is just a prototype, and it'll be coming soon, roughly under 20K, but that's all in. If you want the Bach for Mac on its own, it's roughly $7,500, depending on if you need them.
Okay.
There's nobody that's listened to these near-fields throughout the last 2 days. They head from right down from here down to here, the potpourris and the full room systems.
Yeah. Because the potpourri room down the hall has the full Bach system, and you can hear the...
Yeah, I was in it. I didn't have the chance. Oh, yes, I did record, but it was passive, obviously.
Okay, yeah. If you don't get
cool.
in that sweet spot.
Yep.
But yeah, definitely check that out. And then, you got to hear it. These are all guys also that are just customers. They're not on the... They are not...
Yeah, well, these guys over here, they're Kirmuss audio record restoration fans as well.
Yes.
So we're all... We're sometimes all the way together.
I am for sale.
Yeah, okay. Jason, you're for sale. He's for sale. You're for sale. Doug's not for sale, and neither is Kirmuss. There you go.
I have people borrowing that unit from me after
cool.
I clean some for them.
Restore.
Pardon me, restore, and actually I correct myself even at home when I say that, but I have some guys in my area that go and they get like $2 vinyl records, and it's just like, after that, they just come to my house and it's like,
We caught a record reseller polishing a record, selling it as new. We discovered it was used, and we increased 12 dB out of the cartridge and 28% increase in frequency response today. And obviously, we ended up selling some systems because of that. But yeah, no, it was just record resellers. Some of them do not like me because I can discover that. There we go.
I use that in my ears.
No, I don't think so. Anyways, guys, you know Jason and his channel, Audiophile Junkie, and he's been involved with this.
You got to see
and
this.
We're still
Bob,
waiting.
Because he dresses,
okay.
They made him a special tag, not Audiophile Junkie, because they thought he was me.
But you know what? He's so good at branding.
There you go.
Not audiophile junkie is now picking up steam. I was going to tell him that. It's like we got now we got to be
Okay,
careful.
guys, and these guys are not smoking anything or drinking anything. So to everyone on Shane's channel, we'll get you a couple of other clips of what's going on here during lunchtime. Cheers.
on the MBL room, by the way.
Oh, there we go. Thanks. Okay, heading back to restore some records, and we got, oh my God, look at this face.
I don't know how they do things in Australia, but in America, we are crazy about hi-fi, and Crazy Lenny is always having a good time at these hi-fi shows. And we need you here so we can have a crazy time together. But since you're not, I wish you guys all the best, and come see us All Elite Audio. Check us out. We'll have fun. Crazy Lenny, look at his shirt right there. There it is.
Now, if any of you guys have ever watched Lenny, you've seen him with vintage equipment and whatever.
They put this face on TV?
Yes, and you know, actually elevator doors.
Elevator
doors,
anytime.
man. Toilets, you know, the
Toilets,
urinal stand-ups.
I got urinal cakes brand new with my picture.
That's right. Just piss on it.
Just, yeah.
There we
I
go.
don't care. Do whatever you need to do as long as you're looking at my ugly mug. It's great.
There you go. Lenny's done a lot of things also for Expona. He's put together podcasts and whatever. And
We did one.
Yeah, I saw
Ours
it
is
yesterday.
#1 right now. We have the #1 Expona podcast together.
Oh shit!
So
Wow.
if you haven't seen that, go to the Expona YouTube channel.
Yep.
Check out this guy. With this guy, it's a crazy time.
I
learned a thing or two.
Oh, and Lenny is. Take a look at some of the vintage videos.
Yeah, we got vintage videos.
I play them in the background, and the whole history of Japanese manufacturers, where they went, where
Love
they came.
Japan.
Just wonderful.
And
It's
Australia.
educational. So much information. And I'm a vintage guy. I'm still running my old Mac
And
stuff.
have you guys seen Tom yet?
Yes.
Tom has a new channel, Tom Bryan Hi-Fi. It's a great channel too. And, you know, he's in a lot of the videos with us. We go tour vintage hi-fi collections around the country.
Absolutely.
Go to people's houses, go to stores,
Oh.
we do podcasts with guys like this. It's crazy.
Hey guys, this is exciting. Come to America.
Come to America, because
Yes.
it's America.
There you go.
Australia's cool too.
There we go. Yeah, and we won't tell who has the better wines, either New Zealand or Australia.
I don't drink wine, I drink whiskey.
Oh, okay, very good. Very good. That's being taxed in Canada. Little humor. Bye, guys.
See ya.
Okay, guys, it's just about 2 o'clock. Everything's dying on a nice Sunday here. Beautiful sun here in Tampa. Hey, Danielle, how you doing?
Good.
Very good, very
Hi,
good.
Charles.
Very good. Business manager here over. And who do we have here? We have our audiophile vedette, Anne Bisson. Anne Bisson's been following the audiophile circuit for many years here with our I call them kind of limited edition because she's very specialized in what she produces as music. She's a pianist, she's a songwriter, jazz singer, been a TV personality for many years. Hi, bonjour. So she's from Montreal. Greetings to the Aussies and the New Zealand guys.
Well, what can I say after that? Well, welcome. Thank you. I'm passionate about music, and that's why I'm an audiophile, but I didn't know I was an audiophile until really I met you guys. But I've always liked good sound, and I'm very happy to be here in Tampa today. It's been a wonderful weekend. I met my fans from all over the world. Some people came from Colombia, some people came from Brazil, and of course from the US. So yes, I have a new album. It has just been released. It's The Essentials. So I've decided to reunite my best songs. There are 12 songs from my album, my previous album, and it's a limited edition, and it's a one step. So one step is really the best thing you can get out of an LP, right? So Bernie Kronman, the guru, the master, did the mastering for all those titles that came from different recordings. So of course he had some work to do, but I think he did it perfectly well. So this is on sale on my website, annebisson.com. So leave me a message, just look at the albums and say hello. Thank you so much.
Well, greetings, it's me. I've tried to get in these guys' room, it was always busy. What do you got here? Quickie.
Oh,
this is for Australia. This is for Shane Stevenson, Aussie audiophile.
All right, we're showing AVIC electronics, Bors and loudspeakers, and Ansys cables.
Okay, and you are with?
My name's Tyler. I own Next Level Hi-Fi. We're a retailer in Chicagoland.
Oh, Chicago. Cool beans, man. You must know Brian Foster.
I do not know Brian Foster.
Oh, he's one of the reps out there. He's doing the Revox. And he does the Kirmuss as well.
All right.
Very good. And so, what do you think after 3 days of mayhem and 5 years of planning? A little humor.
No, it's been an amazing show, and people like Tyler have been with us from day one. Without exhibitors, we wouldn't have a show. Without media, we wouldn't have a show. So thank you. You've been with us for years and years.
Yes, since our company opened up. Yep.
Yeah. So anyway, the attendance has been off the charts. It's the best ever for our show. The car audio has been a huge hit, bringing in younger people.
Absolutely. It was nice to see him even pass by and see what records are about, and that's great.
Yeah, no, so I'm thrilled. Thank you very much.
Okay, well, Bart, there we go. We'll see you. We'll see Bart next year.
Yeah, and best to the folks down under.
Okay, very good, guys, and that's a wrap. Woo!
Yeah.